Yo, what is up? This is George. Right back with you again. This is a mad week. Um, Dude, we keeping on, keeping on. Shit be happening, but guess what? We gonna keep on keeping on. Hope everybody out there is feeling fine and feeling dandy and shit. You know, people coming to hard times. Myself, might as well just get on all up into it. Yeah, had a fucking bad week. Had a bad motherfucking week. For those of you who have not known just yet, but I am going through some shit right now. Definitely going through some of the baddest times of my fucking life. Shit. I just go ahead and say it. Going through a fucking divorce right now. That shit ain't fucking nice. You never want to go through shit like that. You think you made the right decision, find out you didn't. But, you know, you got to keep on trucking. You got to keep on moving. The shit don't stop, like fucking Tupac song. So I'll keep going. But it just seems like sometimes when you're on a fucking downhill of the fucking roller coaster, shit just keeps on happening. Was driving home from work the other day. I don't know what the fuck happened, but my damn sunroof exploded. My fucking sunroof exploded, so I had to go take that in to get fucking fixed. That shit wasn't cheap. And it just seems like everything is going bad right now. My stock ain't doing so well. My fucking Bitcoin type shit ain't doing so well. But guess what? A motherfucker like me is gonna keep thugging it on. I ain't gonna stop. Just gotta keep smiling. Shit tries to keep you down, but you gotta fucking keep your head up. So that's one of the things that's been going on with me. Other than that, shit. What else have I been doing? Just been trying to live, you know. Just trying to get through shit. Trying to keep my head up. Had a birthday party I went to that had Martin Lawrence theme. Well, not Martin Lawrence, but the Martin Show theme for old Cuzzy Cuz. That was pretty fucking cool. Had a good time there. Hung out with family, some new friends, old friends, and all that stuff. So had a good time doing that. What else did I do? Oh, the night before, hung out with a buddy of mine. Went down Scottsdale. Had a good time, had a couple drinks, and just reconnected with a buddy of mine. Probably gonna be hanging out with a bunch of friends here and there to keep myself busy, keep myself up. I have a good group of friends that will be there for me when I need. I got family that's gonna be there for me when I need. Gonna keep talking to my mom. You know, she's always gonna be like, "Baby, you gonna be all right." So I'm cool. My mom doesn't actually sound like that, but yeah, y'all get the gist. Y'all get the gist. Let's see what else is going on. That's pretty much. It was simple. It was a simple weekend. So I took care of things. Trying to get more things done. Got ideas to try to keep myself busy and all that stuff. And the way I'm going to keep busy is bringing stuff to you guys. I'm going to try to create more content for you guys and try to put smiles on your guys' faces. So hopefully I can do that. When is that going to happen? I don't fucking know. But I'm going to try and I'm going to do it. It's coming now. It's coming now. So I don't know how long this show is going to be. Oh, as you can see, I'm by myself once again, my friend. But then again, like I just told you, I'm going to be by myself. Not always on the show, because I got a plan for next week. I got a buddy that should be showing up for next week. But this week, hey, since I'm rolling solo like fucking Jason Derulo, might as well roll solo for this show. So, speaking of the show, which is a mad week, let's get right into the news. One of the things that I heard that's kind of fucking weird. China has banned hip-hop culture and actors with tattoos from appearing on television, which is fucking weird. Hip-hop culture has spanned across the globe, and people tend to be accepting of it. But the State Administration of Press, Publication, Radio, Film, and Television aka the SAPPRFT of the Republic of China, has set forth all these fucking rules to try to keep the standard of television and culture intact. This is a communist country, and they control a lot of their internet, and obviously they control their television too. So they've put into place some things, four major don'ts for what they want on television. The first, absolutely do not use actors whose heart and morality are not aligned with the party and whose morality is not noble. And when I say the party, once again, that's the Communist Party. The second, absolutely do not use actors who are tasteless, vulgar, and obscene. Most likely, you ain't gonna see this show right here on Chinese networks, Chinese internet, or whatever, because I don't give a fuck. Know what I mean? Alright, next. Absolutely do not use actors whose oh shit! This word keeps fucking me up. Ideological. I fucking hate that word. Ideological level is low and have no class. Fuck that. I'm not gonna write this fucking word anymore. Hey, like I said, I ain't fucking perfect. You ain't either. There's some shit you can't pronounce. Fuck that word. But what I say? Oh, whose level is low and have no class. Once again, you ain't gonna see me on there. And absolutely do not use actors with stains, scandals, and problematic moral integrity. So there's a lot of motherfuckers. There's a lot of people that's in normal American culture that would not be used in Chinese television right now, especially with all that shit that's coming out. I know they're banning that people's movies from coming out. They're banning a lot of the stuff that's on TV due to some of these people, like Kevin Spacey, Bill Cosby, Louis C.K., and all that stuff. But right here, it's in their fucking rules saying you ain't gonna use that shit. So it's gonna be crazy how that turns out, if they're gonna go lax on that eventually, or if they're just gonna hold that up or get even stricter. This follows a lot of this shit came after the removal of this rapper, hip hop artist or whatever, Guy. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm not really sure. From Hunan TV's Stronger, which is a singing competition show, similar to what American Idol is. Singer, Stronger, something like that. I can't fucking read my notes. Once again, I ain't perfect. If you want some perfect shit, go look at CNN or something else, because I ain't perfect. But I'm giving you the facts, just not detailed facts. So once again, China is banning hip-hop culture and other such from their shit. They're getting strict. That was the first story. How y'all feeling? Whew! Let's do this. Thank you for tuning in. This is A Mad Week with George I. Courtright. How you doing? Alright, let's move on. Wendy Williams. I'm not a fan of Wendy Williams. I keep hearing about her talking shit about everybody and not putting their shit out there. She'll talk shit about all kinds of people, but when it comes to her shit, she don't want to say nothing. But I just don't like all the shit, like her views on shit too. She goes on recently and says she is sick of the #MeToo movement. She also says black people aren't really good at protesting, not since the King March. She loves that people are coming out to. She doesn't mind people that are coming out, but she hates that she looks at black men. She's looking at all men in a negative manner. How is that the #MeToo's fault? How about you not just be a fucking prejudiced motherfucker? How about you look at every individual on an individual basis? Yeah, because I can say That pisses me off. It so pisses me off when people just lump everybody in the fucking same thing. Because I am a black man. I'm a black man, and it makes it easy for people to say, hey, if all of these motherfuckers of a certain thing, which is man, are one way, you must be that too. When it comes to my color, my sex, or whatever, I don't want to be lumped in with every fucking body. Get to know me. Get to know what the fuck I'm all about. Don't just lump me just because you see what I am. I'm a black man. That doesn't mean like I'm like all black men. It doesn't mean every black man is the same. It doesn't mean that all men are the same. It doesn't mean that all hetero men are the same. Not everybody's the same. Get to know each and everybody as an individual before you fucking put judgment on. But then again, Wendy Williams looks like a fucking man. Maybe she hates her fucking self. I don't know. Fuck you, Wendy Williams. Moving on. Oh, she also talks shit about the Mute R. Kelly movement. She's saying that the Mute R. Kelly movement is 10 years too late. If the motherfucker is doing wrong and has wrongdoings, let the motherfuckers do what they want to. You know, if they want to start this movement to get R. Kelly off the radios, let them, because some people are feeling a certain way. Let them do what the fuck they gotta do. I ain't saying I'm gonna follow it, because I'm the type of person, I think I said this on a previous show, that I know how to separate the art from the person. There's a lot of bad people that done a lot of bad shit, but there's some art out there that you can't deny that is fucking genius. Whether it's R. Kelly, whether it's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson got accused of pedophilia and all that shit. I know he got found not guilty on some shit, but there was still several accusations out there. And the way shit's going right now, and I had a discussion with some people that, if there's at least 4 people that accuse you of something, it's probably true, which is bullshit to me. Dude, this is America. Until you are proven guilty, you should not be guilty. But the way things are going in social media and all that stuff, if a certain amount of people have accusations against you, you're automatically deemed as guilty in the court of public opinion, which is bullshit, which is absolutely bullshit. I'm not saying that some of these people out here who have been accused are innocent. I'm not saying that, because I don't fucking know. But I'm absolutely strong enough, I'm smart enough to tell people when I don't fucking know shit. I can say, hey, I think a certain way, I have a feeling a certain way, but the thing is, I don't fucking know until all of the information comes out and or the courts decide which way something is. You know, because we do not know. Russell Simmons, what's his face? I always forget his goddamn name. Shit. Whatever. He just won a Golden Globe or whatever for a movie. James, whatever his fuck. I can't fucking remember his name. This is like the second thing in a row. James something. Until they are actually proven guilty, we don't know what the fuck's going on. So stop fucking hating. Stop hating until you fucking know. Alright. The next thing, I have a video for you. I'll go ahead and start playing this video. Alright. I'll go ahead and start playing this video. Alright. Alright, what you just saw there was A man was arrested and charged with third-degree assault and battery and 3 counts of assault and battery of a high aggravated nature and malicious injury to property. This is because he attacked comedian Steve Brown while he was giving his comedic show, his comedic set in a South Carolina comedy club. Once again, they say, the report says that the comedian Steve Brown wasn't even like going after the dude. The guy just became irate, got up on stage and tried, fucking with Steve Brown. Steve Brown was like, "Hey, you don't want none of this." But instead of just pretty much going after the dude and fucking him up, he just was more defensive and all that stuff, acting all defensive and shit. The man then picked up a microphone stand and started swinging it, as you saw, and part of the microphone stand came off. The heavy weighted bottom came off and went over, and if it would have hit somebody, that would have been very brutal. Luckily, it did not. But once again, he was arrested and charged with third-degree assault and battery, 3 counts of assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature, and malicious injury to property. So some people just can't take jokes, man. There's fucking jokes. There's so much shit out here that people need to release by letting comedians put smiles on their faces and shit. But yet motherfuckers still get pissed off. Come on, dude. This is just a crazy motherfucker. I'm glad he got arrested. Get him off these streets. We don't need his punk ass. Alright. Ooh. The next one here, this is fucking crazy. The court date on this one just recently happened, but a man was cleared of charges of burglary and unlawful surveillance. Like I said, he was cleared of charges. His court hearing was this month, but the action was actually done in 2016, and this is Sean Donis used his Find My iPhone app. Get this, the Find My iPhone app, because he wanted to track down his iPad. So this man wanted to track down his iPad. This man wanted to track down his iPad, used the app, and he followed it to where it said his iPad was. It just so happens to be in his wife's car. When he got to his wife's car was parked in front of this house. He went up to the fucking house. He went up to the door. He went into the door. All the while, he was filming this shit, as people do these days, film every goddamn thing. You don't know what the fuck you're getting into. You don't know who's going to be in this house. You don't know what the fuck's going on. But he saw his wife's car. He decided to go into this house, and he was filming it. He ended up going into the bedroom and finding his wife fucking her boss. He filmed the whole thing. And instead of just going after the dude, as some people would, they'd be like losing their fucking mind and just go after the boss motherfucker. He just filmed it. He ended up getting out of there. Well, he later sent this video that he took to her family, pretty much showing, hey, this girl ain't shit. We're gonna get a divorce. Fuck this lady. I'm done with her. But I just want to make sure you know what kind of broad this is. When things are bad, make sure you realize that I ain't the one that fucked this relationship up. So he sent it out. Sent it out to her family. And because he entered the boss's house, because he took video of it, he was charged with unlawful surveillance for taking the video and burglary. Burglary just means you entered, because he entered without permission into the boss's house. So he was facing a possibility of up to 15 years in prison, but he got let off. I appreciate that one. I appreciate that one. Because he showed a lot of restraint by not whooping somebody's ass up in there. A lot of restraint. I don't know if I could restrain myself as well as he did. So, once again, let's give a little golf clap for him. Give a little golf clap. All right. Next thing in line. And this, once again, is good thing. Golf clap. The Cleveland Indians will stop using the Chief Wahoo logo. They will stop using this fucking shit. It's about time. Oh my goodness, man. They've been using this since 1948, and the owners or the parties involved, the Indians, stated that it no longer is appropriate for use on the field. But they're going to use it for this whole next coming baseball season, and it just won't be used on the field in 2019. I'm saying, all right, baby steps. I like what they're doing. They understand that this shit is inappropriate now. But they will still be able to people will still be able to purchase items inside these stadiums, gift shop or merchandise shops with this logo on it. They want to keep selling items with this logo on it so they don't lose their fucking trademark, which is fucked up. But then again, if they lose this, somebody else could pick up the trademark and start selling it, because there's shitty people out there that would do this, so they're trying to protect that. It just should be gone. It should be fucking gone forever. Just like the fucking Washington, D.C. Football team, the Washington Redskins, which is so fucked up. I still don't understand why something hasn't been changed yet for that. A lot of schools and a lot of other teams using inappropriate logos, inappropriate mascots have changed their shit. Dartmouth changed from the Warriors to Big Green. University of North Dakota went from the Fighting Sioux to the Fighting Hawks. The Marquette Warriors went to the Marquette Golden Eagles. So over the years, shit's getting better and better, but it's about time to fucking just be done with this shit. Find out which ones Native Americans are having a problem with, and just be done with the shit. Redskins, I know that's one. I'm not sure, and I wish I had my buddy here to let me know, but maybe some of them give pride or whatever. I'm not sure if the Seminoles are appreciative of that being used for Florida State. I'm not sure. But if people got a fucking problem with it, let it go. Fuck tradition. Fuck all this history and all that shit. You start some new shit. If you're gonna be good, you can start some new shit. Especially you, Washington Red fucking Skins. That's bullshit. Change the game, DC. Hashtag that bitch. Alright. Let's move on. On a better side as well, that was a good story because they're changing. And on a more lightful side, Jennifer Hudson was handpicked to be Aretha Franklin in the biopic. When I heard this story, when I first heard this story, it was like, guess who was picked to be Aretha Franklin in her biopic? Automatically thought Jennifer Hudson. And I was right, because it was just an obvious pick. So congratulations, Jennifer Hudson. Although she has a big head, she's a beautiful lady. Got a big ass head though. I don't mind. Jordan Sparks had a big ass head too. She's a beautiful lady. But they both had big ass heads. That's all right. Let's look at that. Let's look at that for a minute. Yep, Aretha Franklin got a big ass head too. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right. We're gonna take it down a notch. Because this is a mad week and everything going on in this world is not fucking cool. My next story is about this motherfucker right here. Mark Salling, aka Puck from Glee. I used to watch the TV show Glee. I didn't finish all the seasons, but I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan of the creation of music. I like some of the acapella type shit. Just like there's some like movies and TV shows when it comes to music where it shows like the creation, like 8 Mile. That one movie that had the Terrence Howard was in. I forget the fucking name. Hard Out Here for a Pimp movie, whatever the fuck that was. That was cool. School of Rock with Jack Black. It showed creation of music and stuff. So I like that shit. I like that shit. So I watched several seasons of Glee. Saw this motherfucker on here, and he's dead now because he committed suicide. He was only the age of 35, but instead of being like, oh, sorry to see you go, I'm like, oh, because when I first heard about this shit, that's really like, oh, damn, dog, he's gone. But then when I did my research, I'm like, yep, that's about right. Well, he committed suicide, but this motherfucker pled guilty to possession of child pornography last October. He had 25,000 stills and 600 videos on his laptop or computer or whatever, on his media keeper. He was authorities was tipped off by a girl that he was dating at the time. So he had all this shit. So he ended up committing. Oh, he pled guilty. He pled guilty for the possession. That was back in October. And weeks prior to going to jail for 4 to 7 years, he decided to go out in the fucking woods and hang himself. One should feel sorry. Oh, he was going through a lot. Like, no, you're fucking pervert. You're fucking just bad. This is a fucking problem. This is a fucking problem. You took yourself out. Thumbs up to you, dog. So, fuck you. And this is another person from that Glee cast that's had problems. Less than 5 years ago, Corey Monteith OD'd, and he was like the main dude in Glee. And then I had the story a couple months ago about Rivera, whatever her fucking name. She went fucking psycho and got charged with beating her dude. Naya Rivera, that's her name. So these people from Glee, they ain't doing too well for themselves. So fuck this punk ass. Once again, his name is Mark Salling, and he was Puck on Glee. Fuck this perv. Next, another group of people who passed away, unfortunately. From what I hear, this was a good couple. Rasul Butler and his wife Leah LaBelle were killed in a single car crash. Their car crashed into a wall at approximately like 2:30 in the morning after it flipped. Rasul Butler is an ex-NBA player. He played for like the Clippers, the Heat, Spurs, Pacers, Bulls. Pretty much he was one of those journeymen, you call it. And most recently, he played in Ice Cube's Big Three league. And his wife, Leah LaBelle, was actually on the season 3 of American Idol, and she plays 12. So there's two people there that semi-famous for whatever they do. I seen people like Jordan Sparks and some of his old teammates talked about how good of people they were. So it's unfortunate that happened. Sorry for Rasul Butler and Leah LaBelle. Next up, speaking of basketball, some major shit happened, man. Some major shit happened. Blake Griffin got traded to the Detroit Pistons from the LA Clippers. That was a fucking big blockbuster trade. The Pistons got Griffin, Willie Reed, and Bryce Johnson. The Clippers get Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Boban Marjanovic, a first-round draft pick, and a second-round draft pick later to be determined. So that is gonna shake up the fucking NBA. Another major name is going over to the East and maybe have a chance to kick the shit out of LeBron and Cleveland Cavaliers. Fuck LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm just not a fan of that shit. I'm not a fan of what LeBron did. You got to respect his skill, but I'm just not a fan of what he did. The whole leaving Cleveland to go to Miami and then going back from Miami to Cleveland, and it's like, oh, I'm the savior and all this shit. Fuck you, man. And all this comparison from him to him and Jordan. Jordan would have lit LeBron up umpteen. It would have just mopped him up and down the fucking court. So I'm not a fan of LeBron. You gotta respect him. I'm just not a fan. So hopefully Blake Griffin and his new team can do something to take out the Cleveland Cavaliers. So congratulations to Blake Griffin. And a lot more along the basketball line, James Harden. He was the first player to score 60 points inside a triple-double. He scored 60 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. So that is a fucking major feat. This man went from Oklahoma City to being the main dude for the Rockets, and he's showing out. I appreciate his game, and that's pretty fucking cool. So he's the first one to do a triple-double with 60 points. The next closest was Russell Westbrook, who had 10 rebounds and 11 assists with less points. I didn't write the fucking shit down here. I didn't write all the shit down here. But Russell Westbrook was the next person to him. There was other people close with different numbers and all that stuff, but James Harden is the first one with a triple-double, 60 points. All right. Next, what we got here is some more dumbasses. Some more dumbasses in the fucking news today. Who's the dumbass you talk about, George? George I. Courtright, who's the dumbass? Well, it is DMX. You dumbass. DMX goes back to jail for failing a drug test. He violated his probation from guilty tax evasion plea. That's $1.7 million tax evasion plea he had probation for. He was caught drinking in a hotel bar and buying shots for others and tested positive for opiates, cocaine, and oxycodone. Once again, like I said, he was on probation for some other shit, and he violated it with the drug test, and he shouldn't have been fucking drinking alcohol either. He was supposed to be completing rehab as part of his sentence. But no, he just was a fucking dumbass, doing shit you shouldn't have been doing, out in public, getting caught on video and shit, doing some wrong shit, go to fucking have his drug test, had opiates, cocaine, and oxycodone. There ain't no explanation. Ain't no explanation. If you fuck up while you're on probation, I don't feel sorry for you. It's like when you're Meek Mill. Some people was talking about, oh, Meek Mill need to be out. Man, if you fuck up on your probation, you need to be done. Sorry, dog. You out. Can I get it? Motherfucker. I've never been a big fan of DMX. I like one of his songs, Get It on the Floor. So I appreciate that shit. And a buddy of mine said he's seen DMX on an airplane. Motherfucker was cool as fuck, so I respect him. I respect him as a person. Not a fan of his music for the most part. But when you do shit like this, I don't feel sorry for you. Whatevs. Whatevs, dog. Whatevs. Alright. Next one. Now, y'all may think I'm just a fucking perv. You kinda right. But it ain't my fault. Whose fault is it? Kim Kardashian's punk ass. So, it's blurred out. That ain't real nipple. That's blurry. That ain't no Janet at the Super Bowl shit. That's blurred out. I should take it off the screen anyway. I'll bring it back though. She fucking tears people up on the fucking, makes people go on a fucking hissy fit on the internet for two things. One, because she has cornrows. She's got braids. She called them Bo Derek braids, and people are like, "Oh, she's appropriating black culture and all that shit." 2, she's sending out fucking nude pictures of herself, and now she's like a 3-time mom. She's like 30-something years old. It's like, when are you gonna fucking stop? But it's all a ploy by the fucking Kardashians to just get more clicks on the internet, get more attention and all this shit. They've been doing this for years and years and years, and people keep falling for this shit. Alright, yeah, you look cute. You're fucking hot. Whatever. I'm over it. Let's find some new people that fucking follow, because the Kardashians are getting old as a motherfucker. I'm sick of hearing their shit. And people just need to just stop falling for that shit. Can I say, oh, you fell for it? You're talking about it on your goddamn show, George. Yeah, that's my bad, but I ain't gonna lie. She does look good. Hey, she look good. So, let's leave this shit alone. Down with the fucking Kardashians. I'm not a fan of their punk asses anyway. Although she look good. She look good. Come on now. All right. Next story is more stupidity. Last week with TJ, I talked about the Tide Pod challenge. I talked about all these other challenges that was going on, and just how people were stupid, and just how people were just followers and shit. Well, there's another challenge out there where people are fucking being stupid. And it's not just eating detergent. It's not just eating detergent. It's motherfuckers being really fucking stupid because it involves lethal weapons. A lethal weapon as in a gun. The challenge that is out there is the no lacking challenge. What the fuck is a no lacking challenge? Well, it's lacking, the definition of lacking that's going on in the streets here. Lacking is when you're not carrying a gun. So lacking is when you're not carrying a gun. So the no lacking challenge is to show that, hey, I got a gun. I'm not lacking. You might be lacking, but I'm not lacking. So the challenge is somebody's videotaping, and just friends are pulling out guns, real life fucking guns on each other. They're pulling out guns on each other. That is the no lacking challenge. People videotaping, people pulling out real fucking guns with real fucking bullets on each other and their friends and all this shit. Stupid as fuck. Well, how stupid is it? Well, because one of those guns could go off, which happened in Memphis. They were sitting at a restaurant, pulled the guns out on each other. One person slipped, shot the other person in the fucking head. A Memphis 17-year-old shot in the head in critical condition. The shooter was charged with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with deadly weapon, and unlawful possession of a handgun. What the fuck do you expect from this bullshit, though, man? What the fuck? Come on. So these fucking youngins are fucking stupid as fuck right now. They're doing all kinds of stupid shit to make a video for it, and trying to be on the internet, trying to get hits, likes, and all that stuff. I don't even understand what's going on in these fucking people's heads. But then again, we talked about it last week. Is it Darwin? Is it the law of Darwinism and all that stuff, where the stupid people are gonna fucking die and allow the smarter people to live? I don't know, but it's unfortunate that there's people this fucking stupid out there, because who knows who's gonna run into them. So, excuse me. People just need to stop fucking being stupid. Stop being fucking mad, aka crazy. And that's what a mad week means. A crazy week. This is a mad week with George I. Courtright. And I am going to end my show with some fucking cool ass news. I told you at the beginning of the show that I went to a party where the theme was the Martin show. There was Martin tribute and all that stuff. Right before I was about to do this show, I saw this fucking post, this Instagram post, where it says they're going to have a reboot of Martin, the TV show. Bang. One of the greatest TV shows that was out there in the 90s. I loved it. What are they going to do? I don't know. But I I can't wait to see it. Not only that, but I also read in an article that was talking about it, that there is also going to be a Bad Boy, a Bad Boy spinoff is in the works. It's a Bad Boy TV show where it's going to follow Gabrielle Union's character from the Bad Boys movies. That sounds cool to me too, man. That sounds cool to me. So Martin reboot, Bad Boy spinoff. This is George I. Courtright. Y'all need to fucking be fucking smart out there, man. Stop doing stupid ass shit. Stop shooting people. Stop fucking stealing. Stop committing suicide. Stop being pervs. Stop being fucking just punk asses out there, man. Love one another. Fucking help one another. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate everything. And I want to do stuff to bring smiles to your faces. So that's what I'm going to try to fucking do. Until I see you next time, y'all. This is George I. Courtright. Ha! I'm out, baby. I'm out.